company now, I would say to SADC, because the penguins is not included in the tour. So when you pay, I would say, but for the company, we're not gonna know SADC because it is built into your payment.
Oh,
You know, so we pay that amount. Some process if you don't mind to cost it.
can I keep walking?
Yeah, yeah. Guys, yes, welcome to the Cape of Good Hope Nature Reserve. As mentioned, the reserve it is 7,700 hectares. But early afternoon talking about the Portuguese navigators looking for that route to India, that spice route. Bartholomew Diaz, he came around in 1488, but when he got to Algoa Bay, his men threatened mutiny, and that was because of bad weather, lots of storms. So they had to turn back, and only on their way back to Portugal, that's when they saw the Cape then for the first time. Got back to Portugal, called the King, the John to Cape Town. It's not a nice place. Bad weather, lots of storms though. You guys agree with him? No, not. We don't agree with him now. So lots of storms. They named it as the Cape of Storms. But over the years, the King then changed the name. That was to the Cape of Good Hope. Because if you keep it as the Cape of Storms and you want to send an explorer, who's going to want to go around? Cape of Good Hope, there's some hope. And then Vasco da Gama, he came around in 1497. He found that route to India, but the Portuguese, they've never settled here. By 1652, that's when the Dutch arrived. Yeah? Animals that we might see in the park, guys, or the animals we have in the park. Tortoise, as we can see, but we have the bontebok, eland, the biggest antelope, herd of zebras, puff adder, the snakes, lizards, tortoises, ostriches. But then of course we do have that famous the chakma baboons. We do see some baboons along the way as we do get our way to the lighthouse. Guys, I will make a little stop in order for you to take some photos. But if we can keep the doors and the windows closed, because should we get a baboon in the car, I will be out. You will have a new driver. That is how clever these baboons would be nowadays. But guys, also when we do get to the top, if you take your bag with you now, here you can leave your bag in the bus.
Yes.
I will be at the bus, yeah? Because, but also if you have food in your bag, I would advise you rather to leave the bag in the bus, or either leave the food in the bus if you want to take your bag with you. I promise you, I will only eat half of the food and keep you off. If you come across a baboon upstairs, you take all the food, you have nothing. With me, you get half of it. Now, promise, guys, it will be in the bus. But it's just if you come across a baboon upstairs, he will take that bag away from you. They will smell, and they can smell the food. So anything that you can eat, even if it's sweets, anything you can eat, please either leave it in the bus. I've seen on a daily basis how people lose their bags, passports, their money, and it's very difficult for them to sort it out after. But if it does happen, guys, please don't chase. The females, if you have some lipstick in your bag as well, some days they can smell that the flavored ones as the strawberry, they smell it just as strawberry. So they just smell, and then they come, they want to take your bag away. If that does happen, please don't chase the baboons if they have your bag. I always say don't let it happen to us, so let's be cautious about it. But if it does happen, don't chase them, because now they will run with the bag and they run up in the mountain and will be gone. If you come to me and say, Mukhtar, my bag is up there, I'm not going to go in there, because that's where the friends and family would wait for me to come. But if you don't chase them, they run about 5 to 10 meters from you. They sit down, you will see them sitting down, try and go through that bag, and then sometimes the rangers might get it back. Yeah, so guys, yeah, that's how it is around completely. Yeah. The vegetation around is what we call the fine bush or the fine bush. It's indigenous to the Western Cape. It's fire driven, and there's about 8,600 species and still counting. Known on 1 square kilometer on Table Mountain, you'll find more fine bush up there than the entire British Island. Out of the 6 floral kingdoms, we might be the the smallest one, but yes, we do have a super large variety of cars. It's just they have a stop and go inside of the park as well, guys, so we're just going to have to stop here in order for the cars to pause before we can proceed now.